Okay, I'm gonna try to get into this and kind of explain what's what. Let me see, I can turn this down. There we go. It's probably not bleeding into my mic. So basically, this is Madden Mobile for Android, Mac. I'm playing on Mac. Well, not Mac, but iPad. Uh, Today I'm gonna cover pretty much all of the stuff that is required when playing Madden Mobile, like how to build your team, daily challenges. I'm gonna go through pretty much everything, league stuff. Like I'm about to go through the rundown. So I'm in the way of like solo. Nope, that's competitive. Let's see. Turn this way. If you could see it, let me lean. Solo. Solo. That's where you can actually get in and do most of your damage. Actually, you want to check solo every month. Like right now, as you can clearly see, you got the Master Series going on, and that means nothing's really happening. The Master Series is like the basic bread and butter of the game. If you want to check out like exactly what all the game has to offer at the moment, you go to sets. This is where you get all of your prizes. This is where you work hard and earn something out of one of these types of playing. First, you see competitive. And, at first glance, all of this stuff looks like, it's pretty intimidating. Like, you got a chance of a series player. Then you got random player from the series. And then guaranteed highest power, limited time discount. And that was going from the top, from pretty much right to left. I read too many mangas. Sorry. Um. Where to begin? Okay, I'm gonna go with my team. You got this is like a almost a card base type of game, but your cards are actually like physical avatar type players, and you can build a team based off of what the game has to offer you. Starting off, you won't have like high up players. You pretty much pick a team. I think originally I picked the Baltimore Ravens, but you go in with your team. The first thing I did was I went to solo and I went to seasons because, I'm used to playing console games. All of this stuff looks, kind of interesting, but when you get to reading it, you got the 2019 NFL season where you pretty much play a season like you would in, you know, a Madden game. You got classic games only, where it's like randomly generated opponents, no management decisions. You got 3-minute quarters. The first one you only had like 1.5-minute quarters. The full season, you play a full schedule, randomly generated opponents, full management decisions, and you get 1.5-minute quarters. So it's pretty much the same as the 2019 season. Full season is more at random. 2019 is you're imitating the schedule that they just, like whatever team you pick to play with, you go with that. I think I picked LA Rams first. Yeah, because I was trying to play with Todd Gurley a lot. And then you got half a season, which is like a quick thing. I don't think I've really ever played half a season. I think I've only done like full. I think full season was what I did. I didn't do the 2019 season. I don't think. I didn't think it was worth it. But that was in solo. You got 3 different areas where you can go in solo. Master Series, you got training camp. That was like one of the first things I, shot through. Once you complete training camp, they give you a bunch of prizes or like 10,000 coins and some energy. And it's not really, well, if you want to get a feel of how the game is played and the different drills that you might have to do in the game, this is probably your one-stop shop. But completing it, I don't think that would be like a good task if you're just trying to get in, play the game, and get good. For a long time, I think I like stayed on like stage 8 before even moving up. This Master Series right here is one that you have to pretty much buy into. This is a game that you kind of play for certain extra perks. I haven't. I'm a poor gamer. I'm not gonna sit back and pay for a bunch of stuff. Field of Freeze was another one. If I would have paid for that little season, I would have been able to do the season or training camp for, or the Master Series rather, because that's what they call it, for the Field of Freeze. You can still get stuff like prizes from those things, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. The basic training camp stuff for Master Series, as you can see, you unlock those things as you complete them. I'd never finished the first one. You go through different stages in the game. I'm once again on stage 8, and I gotta do these little tasks. They reset once I do them. Like, for example, this one right here is a trivia question. I'm gonna get it wrong. I'm gonna hit start. Who won Super Bowl XLIV, Saints or Colts? I'm gonna say the Saints because why not? Drew Brees. I got it right. I got 2 keys. I'm stuck here on this chest. As you can see, the moving dotted lines, that's your path on these. As you complete tasks that interrupts that path, it moves you to the next stage. It takes 29 keys to unlock this. Completing one of these tasks that repeat, as you can see, now that that check mark is there, there's a timer. It's going to go around, and in a few minutes I'll be able to answer another question. Or if I want to speed this up, I could do all the things. The football with the rocket fire behind it, that's in, I think they call them overdrives, but I'll show you what an overdrive match is. And then you got like drill match, the ones with the cones from the left and the right. Those are pretty much little drills that you can do. The other one with the field stopper, where it kind of shows the position next to the burning football. That one's another type of drill, but it's more so like you actually playing around, where it's like you gotta, with this task, I believe you gotta throw a football at a certain location, hit the target on like the little green markers. I'll show you that in a minute, and then I'll be able to progress forward. I'm almost done with this set for the Master Series. We're going to go back to solo because that's pretty much all it really has to offer for me right now because I haven't done anything. Programs. Team of the Year, as you know, the football season just ended. You can go through and literally you hit one of those things with the little dials going around it. Right now they got the little heart things. You see the heart going up in the middle. It's a special holiday thing that you can do. And as you can see, with an event like this is an event type of thing. When you hit sets and you go in, you see you got the prize that goes accordingly to this. Now, if you're a person that does not play or pay and play, what ends up happening is trying to dead set to get an entire set, because you can unlock, let me go to the one that I went to. When this first happened, like the first week, the first day that this like opened up, for Team of the Year, I hit the ground running, and I was trying to at least get me a defensive back. Nope, not a defensive back. Who did I get? I completed one of these. Because when you do these events, I'm going to go back to Team of the Year. You could do one of these events to get a running back thing or a quarterback, like, tab. I'm going to show you what those look like. It's these little random badges. It doesn't show you. But the offensive ones are red, black, and white. The defensive ones are gray and black. It'll say the position of what you got the tag for. I completely Cameron Jordan. What is going on here? But it takes. You see these little players down at the bottom that I'm like in the way of. Let me see if I can get out of the way. You see these three little cards. They can go into those and they, account for something. But these also have an event that you could win them from. And since it coincides with pretty much the last season's event type of deal, I wasn't trying my hardest to win them off, because to keep progressing, you literally have to unlock everybody on the same row in order to get the upgraded versions of these cards. I'm going to call them cards. This is something that you get for the front office. I'll get into that in a second. It's like little boosts that you can get when you're doing like overdrive matches to help you, get an advantage over your opponent in the competitive portion of the game. That's what these little clipboards with the chalk, red and blue, is for. So you can get like a linebacker boost where I'm going to click it. You get 10,000 coins. Shaquille Barrett, which I think is... Was he up top? Brandon Brooks in that suit. Okay. Okay, which player did I get? I didn't get a special teams person. Could have sworn I got me a defensive back. They might have switched out the players. Because if I go to my team, I'm going to go to home. I'm going to hit my team. And I'm going to go to defensive. The guy I got, as you can see the logo at the bottom, is Team of the Year. Marcus Peters was who I chose to get because at the time I was trying to build up my defense for this game to get to a diamond tier player. The blue with the shield, and it's 97 and position is cornerback. That is pretty much self-explanatory. It's the position of the player. 97 is the power of the player. It's like little stuff in the game that you can see, but pretty much if you're watching this, you're interested in the game already, and you know some of this stuff. You got silver players, you got gold players, you got elite players, and then you got platinum players. And the best way to show you, well, no, that's schemes. The best way to show you that is through the auctions, because you could sell the cards that you get from certain events. Like you got bronze, silver, gold, elite, diamond, and this is like onyx. I haven't seen an onyx player in the game yet. Well, the moment I do, I'll probably freak out, and I don't think anybody's going to try to auction off an onyx player, because a lot of these players, especially in the diamond package, be going for like 1 million coins. If you want to know what the coins are, up there at the top where you see the yellow football helmet, have 280,966 coins, and that's what you could use to purchase these players in the auction zone. Auctions can actually help me explain this game a little bit better too. You have player schemes. Let me go to search. A scheme is based off of the archetype of the type of team you want to build. The two mountains that are purple that you see is known as West Coast. The orange ones that you see is known as Spread. The hammer that is green is known as Smash Mouth. And the double blue arrows going forward or up is known as Verticals. They all specialize in a certain way that a person plays a game. Like Smash Mouth, for example, my favorite, is where you can build your game off of a good running back, halfback, fullback type of play. You get most of your points by running the football. Not to say that you won't be able to throw the football, but running the football is pretty much your primary way of playing. And then they got like little specialized way to play on top of that. Verticals, as you know, that's the shotgun type of plays where you're throwing it down the field for long passes. Spread, you it's more of a, I want to say, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes type of quarterbacks where you're reading the defense that you're up against, and if they're getting ready to rush you, you could just pitch it off to the next person. West Coast, it kind of threw me off hearing like a strategy known as West Coast because I never really like thought of this type of playing strategy. I'm gonna go to schemes real quick. I'm gonna go to my teams, and I'm gonna go to my team captain, and I'm going to go to West Coast. I'm going to go to scheme info. With the West Coast, the offense focus on short passes. I'm not a short passing type of person. I'm a run and gun type of player. Literally, I like to run the ball or throw it down the field. I love play action because play action is like my favorite. Like, you can run the ball, play action, and if you're playing up against the computer, you'll get it every time. This isn't like regular Madden where you're physically playing against another player, actively playing on defense. When you're playing against another player, it's literally your offense that you are controlling versus their defense that they don't control. So it makes tricking the defense a little bit easier, and they have little strategies in between that can kind of help with that. You have an ability with each type of strategy or scheme that they call it that you pick. Like West Coast, you have hot route. In hot route, your closest receiver, by mid play, you can swipe a direction for them. There's going to be like a thing where it's like around them, it's going to be like this additional circle where you can swipe the player that you're about to pass the ball to. And this is mainly for passing, for like a short play pass, because people, the computer, the game, they can get underneath. Like sometimes they'll have a thing that's like designates their defense to get underneath a receiver. So if you play West Coast and you do a swipe, in a direction that the original route or post was going to go, your player's going to break off from that route, and he's going to go in the direction that you swiped so that your quarterback is automatically going to throw in that direction. There's two types of way to throw. Same as with Madden on like PlayStation or Xbox, where you hold the button and it bullets it towards them, or you just tap the football in the game and he just basically rainbows or lobs it, and it takes a while for it to come down. Those types of passes I try to avoid unless I know somebody got underneath my player and I need to throw it above them. Then I'll throw it, I'll tap it and it'll get above them, and boom, my wide receiver or tight end or whoever I'm throwing it to can get, down the field a little bit further. But with the swipe, it's like, the play requires you to go in. I'm going to tell you to go up a little bit more. So I'm going to swipe up. And while he's trying to get underneath you, you just, got away with it. I'm going to go to spread real quick. Spread, as I explained before, you'll be able to see a little marker on the person. I don't know if you could see this image, but yeah, it's too small. But it'll have like a blue P or I think it's like orange R or red R, where they're reading your defense is predicting. You can see that your defense, the defense that you're up against, is predicting whether you're going to pass or run. So if you got like somebody doing a blitz and it's like a run blitz, that if you pitch the ball off to the runner, they're going to go after that runner. You as a quarterback, and this is why, I said like Lamar Jackson types and Patrick Mahomes types, You need a fast quarterback. You need a quarterback with a fast stat. That way you can keep the ball and run it yourself, because they're going to go after that guy that they think is getting ready to get it. This is where play action type of playing comes in heavy, heavy, heavy. But me, I love running and gunning. So this archetype wasn't good for me, because when I'm ready to pass and it's like, I got to pick between passing, pitching, and, running. Like, that's really your triangle with the spread, where it's like you got to really, 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 really be fast with, you see the defense, you know what you want to do, and you got to make that decision quick, fast, and in a hurry. I know some people can play spread very well. I'm not one of them. So I'm going to go into Smash Mouth. Smash Mouth. This is a run-heavy type of play style, where if you are going to do a run play, this is plain and simple. You hit this button on the side of like another button. It's just one button that you really need to just basically run and keep your runner up. He doesn't get tackled easily. He's basically just trucking like a Freightliner. He's gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing. The defense can knock him down, but I've seen it so many times where once I hit that button and he's on a good run, somebody's gonna hit him. He's gonna stagger a little bit, and he's gonna try to get back up with that speed, get hit, stagger a little bit, and he'll make his way to the end zone. I remember a few times, that they just couldn't get him down, and he's just like walking with the guy into the end zone, and it's like, yeah, this is the type of run I like. Verticals. They call it total control passing, but nah. I'm not a fan of it. I did like, being able to go into the shotgun formation and just Hail Mary it, but when you're playing up against other people, they got penalties for, pass heavy people, and it could be bad. Like, I run this one strategy that I get points for every, I think it's like for, if you throw a pass like down the field and you catch it, I get points because you made a passing play. So passing all the time can be ran against you. When I did play this strategy, I wasn't able to really run the ball as much as I wanted to. This is the one where you actually swipe to lead your receiver to perform a high or low point catch. So I think this is the one that I was thinking of when I was talking about West Coast. Nope, this is similar to the West Coast strategy. I could actually just do one real quick to kind of show you the different ones and play out of my element. I'll do that in a second, but let me finish explaining. So I'm going to show you all of the different schemes in the game. But as far as solo, that is, well, not all of it. You got team history. Team history is where you can actually, get a certain different type of keys, not the kind that you get from the Master Series, but you get like these little team keys where, for example, I'm Baltimore Ravens, but I have a player that is on my defense. If I go to my defense, this guy, Ryan Shazier. I don't know. Shazier? I don't know. I don't know I don't know everybody that plays football. Shit. But you have this thing. If you click the 3 lines up top, this little menu will come over, and you go to upgrades. Player evolution is where you can upgrade certain players in the game. The first player I was ever able to upgrade was Mr. Ryan. You collect linebackers or people from the Steelers. As you can see, anybody with a rating of 60 overall or more can go into this category. 65, boom, there you go. And then here's another Steeler, and here's another Steeler. I can get up to 21 of those, and that'll be complete. And then I can get a linebacker, an LBS, from any team with a rating of 83 or more. I only need 3 of them. And then a player that is 93 or more, any of them, and put him in this category, and then he'll upgrade to a 94 overall rating. So if you're just trying to collect players from a specific franchise, team history, from what I've seen so far, will always be here for you to be able to get like little chump players from a franchise. I haven't gotten anybody good yet, but it has all the teams in the NFL. You can go through. It's just like, I don't want to really start one. I don't really want to start one because that's not what I'm working on right now. But it's just like Master Series. I'll just click it. Nope, not going to enter the map. Not going to do that. But it's just like Master Series. It'll have the dotted line. You go over, you go up, you go down. You just complete each task, and at the end of it, you'll have a bunch of players from the specific team whom you were playing with. Championship run. This was the seasonal thing that was going on. Team of the year is more of a holiday thing. It's like, oh yeah, get the team of the year players now because, you know, good players. But you needed the championship run players, as you've seen, in order to unlock the team of the year players. And for me, with what I'm trying to do currently, which is basically build a completely diamond class team. As you can see, I'm like in the middle. If I go to my team and you see I got, you know, this guy who is still just an elite. He's not a silver. He's not a gold. He's an elite. I need a smash mouth center. That way I can have me a pretty much smash mouth team. When it comes to the strategies, you have what is known as scheme bonuses. If I have 2 players with the Smash Mouth scheme, I'll get this bonus as I pick the Smash Mouth playing strategy. With 2 players, I'll gain my overdrive 1 second faster than normal. If I have 3 Smash Mouth players, I get 12 team power points. If you could probably look up there and see that 1,725 team power, it helps you with that chalkboard that you've seen earlier. I'm going to get into that right after this. After that, 4 players gives me 1 more second on top of that other second to gain my overdrive faster. I'm going to show you what an overdrive is after the chalkboard explanation. You add more team power, get the overdrives faster, add more team power, get the overdrives faster. But all in all, let me get out the way. All in all, 8 players is all I need from a specific scheme, and boom. They don't get you anything for having the whole entire team smash mouth. And I want to say that this is important because you don't want to just build one scheme like I've done. Because if you want to play other ways or unlock other types of bonuses or just change your strategy altogether, you would be able to have just well-rounded good players. Tom Brady, on an average Tom Brady day, Tom Brady is overall a verticals type of player. He is a run and gun Tom Brady, as I would like judge it. If I were to say what type of quarterback is Tom Brady, he's a verticals. He's the guy who has total control over passing. But with the NFL 100 series that came out not too long ago for the last season, they gave you an option to get a smash mouth Tom Brady. Now this, for me, was platinum because I love Tom Brady. He is my favorite quarterback, even though the Ravens is my favorite team. You know, Tom Brady gets the job done. They don't turn down the smash mouth Tom Brady. I would love to have a Lamar Jackson, but he would be more of a spread. I did see a smash mouth Lamar Jackson because, you know, he's a runner too. I think he was a running back. But yeah, I got 1, 2, and of course my center. The 3 guys that I have on my team that are not diamond class. And having diamond class players helps build up your overall offense or your overall defense. Last night I was a 91 offense, and I replaced Joe Thomas with a diamond class player, but that player was he wasn't faster than Joe. I think I traded him in to gain Derrick Henry. Yeah, I traded him in to get Derrick Henry because before Derrick Henry, I had Bo Jackson. I didn't know this, but Bo Jackson was one of those players that if I get a certain requirement, I'm going to go back to my Bo Jackson. I'm going to go to sets. I'm going to go to Madden Core. This is the stuff that will not change in Madden. If I find a Troy Polamalu, I'll be able to get a Troy Polamalu that will be able to be evolutioned up to a higher status. With this, I'm referring to my Bo Jackson. My Bo Jackson that I have, if I, click that fraction, my Bo Jackson is an 87 halfback. He started off at 40 power. But in order to get him in the evolution stage, I got to put him on this fraction, get 1,000 more Madden gems, and then after that, I'll hit redeem. It's gray right now. I'll hit redeem, and then I'll get this Bo Jackson. Now, he'll be dropping down with that little number that says 50 POW. That's his power level. Right now, I got one that's like 65. He'll drop down in power, but you'll be able to get their power. The power don't necessarily matter. It helps with team power overall, but I don't really worry about team power too much. You can use the training points to build up their team power. Every player maxes out at a power level or upgrade of 30 levels. For example, you won't be able to see the ones that I've got up. But Tom Brady, I made sure he got maxed out. Let's see. Give me a noob. Alan Page. If I wanted to boost... Oh, crap. Okay. I just maxed out Alan Page. I didn't know this was his last level. So you just witnessed it. Boom. He's maxed out at 30. When I leave out and I go back, I'm going to hit team power. Alan Page is no longer... Oh, he is right there. Oh, it was a lie. He was only level 7. He was only... The game glitches. Or my game, rather, is glitching lately. He went from a 6 to a 7. It's important to leave out and come back. But as you saw, level 30 is maxed. I don't know why it did that to me. I just upgraded him from the NFL 100 series. But if you missed out on the NFL 100 series, I think it's probably very important that you go in. What is this in my ear? If you missed out on the NFL 100 series, I think it's very important that you go and at least try to unlock those players if you can. I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. Like if you missed it, for some strange reason, I think it was when I was upgrading Shazer, I sold my Ronnie Lott, and I need to get him back. Ronnie Lott is another player. He's a safety from the NFL 100 series. If you go to sets, Madden Core, I'm going to finish. I didn't do what I said I was going to do and explain the other stuff. But yeah, these are the upgradable players. You got team heroes. Um, if you played franchise, for me, my thing would be the Baltimore Ravens. I'll have to collect these specific Baltimore Ravens in 360 plus in order to unlock this Hayden Hurst. When I unlock this Hayden Hurst, he will be the key for my Marlon Humphrey. And then Marlon Humphrey will be the key for the next level up of Marlon Humphrey. And Marlon Humphrey of the 86 caliber would be the key for, I think, an even further upgrade. Well, basically, he would be a key for another team hero. Let me see. Not Tariq. Let me look for a Raven. I was going through this last night and I was seeing it. Like, basically, you just keep going up. Team Heroes 2 to Team Heroes 3. Marlon Humphrey, level 90. Or power, yeah, I would say level 90. From overall 86 to overall 90. It goes up even further to the highest level that these can achieve, for now, is a 94. So you keep going until you get them up to a 94. So you just keep going up and up and up and collecting Baltimore Ravens through the franchise thing, and you'll be able to... That's the rainbow, or pot of gold at the end of the rainbow there. But that's... Yeah, that's Madden Core Set. The Madden Core Set. You can just get lucky and get these evolution players. I don't know how I got... I think I bought Bo Jackson out of the auction house thing, because why not? Wish it was Troy. Wish it was Troy, but it's not. You have your dailies, little daily activities that you can do. As you can see, championship run is still a thing. It has maybe like a few more days, a few more hours, a few more minutes. I'm not totally sure, but it's not a good time for me to invest in this, as this is almost completely over. So what I'm doing is this blitz right here. This helps me. I've done so many of them. It takes me, like, you get like up to maybe 10 to 20 different play attempts, and then you unlock, or it basically locks up on you. But you get all the requirements you need to unlock your NFL 100 exchange, your Centennials. I'm from Detroit, so Barry Sanders was high on my list. Barry is one of those quick-moving, agile type of players. So, of course, they would give him the spread scheme. Jim Brown, heavy guy, runs him over. I was actually getting ready to set up to get myself an Eric Dickerson because he was a little bit quicker than Barry. But I don't want him anymore because I got my other halfback from Team of the Week series. So there's 1,000 different series, 1,000 different ways in this game where you can actually get a good player. It all just depends on what you focus on when playing this game. Like right now, I'm focusing on the NFL 100s because just as it's here today, it could be gone tomorrow. So I really want to get all my Centennials built up. Ronnie Lott. Like I said, let me find Ronnie. I won him in the regular portion of the game, and I ended up losing him. I think I sold him as a way to, get a better player. I don't know which one it was, but Ronnie is no longer with me. But if I wanted to, I can keep exchanging these until I get a Ronnie Lott, or I can search the auction area and see if somebody's trying to sell a Ronnie Lott. Then my collection would be complete. But I'm not pressed, too big on it. This is one of those things that you have to pay for in order to get. It's like 20 of those. I ain't got that kind of money. You can exchange badges for other badges. Let me remove all of those. So what I would do is I would go to my team and see what I'm missing for the moment. My defense, completely diamond. So I don't need another defensive player. I need an offensive player. I need a tight end that is faster than Darren Waller. Darren Waller, I'm very sentimental about Darren Waller because he was my first good tight end that really was dependable for me in this game. If I threw the ball to him, he was going to catch it. The fact that I need a diamond class player, if I go to, let me see something. I'm going to go to the auction zone and see if Darren Waller is actually like a diamond. I like Waller. Let me look up any scheme. I'm going to go specifically for diamond tier. And I'm going to type in his last name. Search. In the diamond tier, this tight end is a West Coast player. That's all that they're selling him for. I could buy him. This was actually from the New Year's thing. Like I said, each holiday they throw you something different. They're going to compare him to him. He's 4 more faster. He's 25 more stronger. I'm not going to say times because it's not times. It's just more. He's got 2 more agility, 1 more acceleration. He's, plus 6 awareness, plus 10 catching, meaning he's going to catch. His catching traffic was all I loved. He's going to be 4 more for that. His spectacular catch, that's catching with 1 hand. It's going to be 3 more. This guy's going to be better. I can afford him right now. I'm going to buy me a Darren Waller. That's what I'm going to do. Let me see who has the cheapest one. The Madden coins are not easy to come by either. Getting as many as I did is a task. That is 194 by now. That one is a 190. That one's a 168. You got to look at the power. He's got 50 power. Everybody's got 50 power on this guy. So the one that's going for 168, I could place a bid, but somebody's going to try to outbid me each and every time. I don't like that. So I'm going to do buy now. Boom. I got me a Darren Waller. Why do I want Darren Waller? Like I said, this dude has been dependable. So I'm going to up. It's not the same card that I have because I'm going to go here. It's Darren Waller for Darren Waller. But when I throw that ball, I want to see me a Darren Waller that I'm throwing it to. He was a level 40, so, or his power was 40, and this guy's power is 56. So I could max him out to 30. I could try to get some of my training points back if I trade him off or anything. But when I throw that ball, my Darren Waller is going to be right there that I could depend on. So you can search for the same players if you like certain players. Like I have the curse of Larry Allen. Larry Allen is not a good player as far as smash mouth offensive guard. If I wanted to take somebody off the scheme, he's probably going to be the first guy I look for. But back to my Centennials. I'm going to go back to my Centennials. Before I go back to my Centennials, because I'm going to do that. Let me go to the front office. Depending on your level in Madden, you'll start off with technology. You'll have these brown briefcases. Those are office points. You'll go through and just unlock everything that you possibly can, and they give you bonuses. So for a Madden Today event, which is actually the dailies, when you hit that North American map, you will earn a little bit more bonuses on top of what you already earn. When you go to front office and you hit technology, I got a level 3 experience booster that's always going to give me, a little bit more experience than when I started playing. and didn't have this booster. A coin booster, mine's is at level 4, and the training point boosters. If an event gives you training points, it gives you a little bit of boost on that. Seasons, the same thing. If I play a season in Madden, I'll get some experience, I'll get some coins, I'll get some training points. Cost reducers, I don't have that unlocked yet because I don't have many briefcases. I need 500 to unlock that. I'm not worried about it. I don't really play seasons that much. Overdrive is very important. You got the captain patches and your overdrive whistles. Real quick on that, like I told you, my team captain is this offensive guard, Shaq Mason, Big Shaq. They replace a player on your line. This line that goes to Larry Allen, the curse of Larry Allen, Big Shaq will come in and he'll replace Larry Allen on the plays where, just in general, because I don't like him. He gets upgraded with those captain points. I only have 4,294. His next upgrade is going to be 18,000 of those. I could spend on Kyle. I'd actually need to use Kyle in order to unlock Kevin, but I ain't in a rush because your captains are how you earn points. With Big Shaq, all I need to do is, as you can see underneath captain bonuses, that just went to like a table of contents and help and all that. We don't need that. The captain bonuses for Shaq Mason is I have to, in an overdrive match, do 3 run plays of 10 of more than 10 yards, not 10 or more. It has to be more than 10 yards. So if I do an 11-yard play, I am getting myself set up. If I do it 3 times, I get 170 points in the middle of a match, which helps me get more points than my opponent. In an overdrive match, the whole purpose is to get more points than your opponent. Right next to that captain bonus thing, what you see is the overdrive meter. As this meter fills up, you will be able to do what your coach allows you to do.
You got all of that wrong. That is not how any of that works.
Get out of here. As your meter fills up, you unlock these specific, I call them cheats. They call them coach tactics. They're freaking cheats. It allows you to get an advantage over your opponent or make your opponent suffer by actually playing against you. They build in order from literally left to right. The more overdrives that you do, the more, you'll be able to unlock these things. It's been my experience that they go in an order, but I think you have to select one in order to unlock the next level of it. Otherwise, they'll keep trying to have you do the same thing over and over. Like if I don't pick minor fake out, I don't think I'll unlock the chance to get fake out, which doesn't allow me to get the chance to do the self first down bonus. You got 30 seconds to get a first down, and if you do within 30 seconds, you earn 50 points in the middle of an overdrive match, which, once again, the points are the most important things in order to win. You got the one that is, as you can see, the different colors. Like the top row is blue, the middle row is orange, and the bottom row is green. That is not by coincidence. Actually, it is. Is it coincidence? No, it's not a coincidence. It's on purpose. As you can see, the schemes is what they're based off of. So if I ran a spread offense, I would probably find one of these coaches with fake outs and possibly this 50 points thing, and probably a better version of it too, because the schemes have what they have. Like, lead the way is more of a smash mouth thing. It just basically allows your offensive line to push and get you where you need to be. Bull rush is another thing that gives you more zone. This actually is more so for your defense. So as they're playing you, you're actually picking a strategy to up your defense's awareness and statuses and make them stop them from passing the plays and getting a better blitz. Like this one right here, increase blitz, adjust your defense to increase blitz chance. That one literally just, while they're playing against you, you've upped your defense, and if your strategy is set to do a blitz play, they are going to get the job done and stop the person that you're playing against. This one over here, it's like a pass over 20 yards is going to get your opponents, or even you, negative 50% points. I did not know this strategy existed, but I'm pretty sure somebody has used this against me multiple times. I'm going to go to this coach right here in the verticals. This guy, if I see somebody playing this guy, I just know I'm probably going to lose because this coach strategy is probably one of the best in the game. He's got a lot of spread, and then he's got like 3 vertical stuff. But his vertical stuff really makes him a verticals coach. Rush yards tax. So if somebody tries to run the ball, each player earns 1 point for each rush yard an opponent earns. So you're technically, if I run the ball against somebody who's using this coach, they're going to be getting a few points from me every time I run it. Then you got minimal gains. That boosts the defensive tackle and the defensive end, and it ups their finesse by 3. Their linebackers gets a +3 pursuit, meaning they're going to chase you down. So running against a coach like this is not going to be a great idea. Major minimal gains. That's a boost on that last one, meaning don't run the ball when you see somebody using this coach. Increase fake out. Increase fake out, adjust your play action to increase the chance of fake out defenders. So basically, if I'm using the strategy fake out, he's got this to go against my fake out. Wide receiver reception bonus. The rule is each player earns 2 points or 2+ points for each complete pass to a wide receiver. So this isn't your opponent gets a point type of thing. This is you get a point for it, and your opponent can, if they throw to a wide receiver, get 2 points. It's just the rule of the game at the moment, because these things change all the time. Major get open. This boosts, if I'm using this strategy, the wide receiver, the halfback, and the tight end catching ability by 4. And they get a +4 on the route running, meaning they're going to beat them and they're going to get open and they're going to catch it a little bit better. So if I see somebody using this coach, I usually panic. I typically panic because they're going to make points off of me. I can't make points off of them, really. Minor go deep. The wide receiver gets +3 release, meaning they're going to be able to get down there. The quarterback gets 1 point added to his throwing accuracy for a deep pass. These things don't really stack on top of each other, because once a strategy dissipates and you see the next blue one pops up, then it just gets worse. Force inside coverage. You adjust your offense to increase the opponent's chance to adjust inside coverage. This allows you to throw a post where you're going up and then they're going out. You just force them on the inside to kind of like get underneath you, but this allows them to throw deep. Now, mind you, with that total control, you know to swipe up on basically hit up on that player so that they're going to actually go in the opposite direction of underneath coverage. So these things kind of coincide with each other. And this last one is just nasty. Pass plus 20 yards boost. The rule is passes over 20 yards gets 100% plus points. That's nasty. All they need to do is just make a 20-yard pass and boom, they got it. In Smash Mouth, I've boosted Coach John Harbaugh. His strategies, I foolishly thought, would be a good match against that coach, where you have minor no passing, meaning it forces them to not necessarily, like, it forces them to do a run play. It's a suggestion. It's a thing that comes up where they have what is known as it's a thing where they have to, it's called a pressure play, where you're pressured to do a run play. They could still choose to do a pass play, but it's more on the lines of, if you don't do it, I think you don't necessarily get all the points that you would normally get. So it's got minor to no passing to major no passing, and it increases my defense on pass plays. This does nothing. This literally just forces them to do a run play, and if they choose not to do it, then, you know, they'll still get some kind of points, but they won't get as many. So it helps to a certain degree, but not as much as you think. Minor hot pursuits. This gets my middle linebacker and my linebacker to get play recognitions, and the safety gets +3 recognition on top of it. Increase underneath 2. Once again, these are all Smash Mouth stuff. I don't want to have to go over all this stuff, but this kind of was the purpose of my videos. But in short, you have all of these different coach tactics and cheats that can help you get the advantage over your opponent. So if you think somebody built their defense to stop the run game, and they could very well do that, you got these things that could come in and help you take points off of their ability to actually do their job. Even more so than that, like I said, I was going to get into this. I'm going to go back to the front office. Actually, no. I'm going to go back to my team because I have them. At a certain level, I think it's level 20, you'll be able to unlock. You see, I got to reach level 40 before I get the next one. But you will be able to unlock these little chalkboards. And with these chalkboards, what it helps you do is, I'm going to turn up my volume and turn down this because I keep hearing myself clipping the headphones. Like, it's only by like 1 point or so, but every little point matters. Every little point matters. You pick these little strategies and you see the 600 power. You're trading some of your team power. Oh, I couldn't hear myself. You're trading some of your team power. Well, not necessarily trading because the power is still there. It's just your team power allows you to... Let me turn this volume back up. I turned it down too low. Goodness. Anyways, it allows you to use your team power to put these little chalkboards down and get... For what I get for this defense is... I can't read it. It won't let me read it. Yeah, it's just going to let me see it. Basically, offensive tackling, it's a hit point, for my opponent's defense gets -1. Meaning, if they tackle my guy, there's a good chance that my running back could still stay up. Like I said, Jim Brown, I've seen it plenty of times where they hit him, and he's like still moving, even if I don't hit like the little trucking button. Um, my max protection for my offense on third and fourth downs, that's pass blocking, that 1 plus PBK on third and fourth downs gets increased by 1. That's my whole offensive line. So that means my guy on third downs and fourth downs will be able to make a pass a little bit better. On third and fourth downs, I got pass rush. So it stops like a blitz a little bit better, I think. I think. I don't know what this one is. Let me read it. Where is it? Where is it? NFL 100. Well, this increases jumping by 1. No. I want this one back. Let's just switches them out. Let's see, upgrade. Will I be able to read it? So, when equipped, this item increases attributes for your NFL 100 players. So, if I have an NFL 100 player, which I have a lot of them, it basically gets some more of my little blocking in. So this is more of my like defensive players, I think. BKS, I'm not sure what that means 100%, but I like having it because it works. I think it's more of like blocking, really. I got a lot of stuff to help my offensive and defensive lines because I like defense. As you can see, like everything that I've pretty much got, you got offense, offensive stuff, and then I'm a defensive strong type of player in just about any game. I'm not gonna mess with these too much, but these chalkboards help you in overdrive matches, season matches, and everything else like that. If you probably looked at my team and noticed that my special teams is only 87, it literally consists of an additional 4 players. Everybody else on your defensive line is still going to be there. In some cases, your offensive line, like your kick return is your offense. Your punt return, I think, is your defense. Or it could be vice versa. I don't know. I don't really check out the team like, ooh, number 33 is on the line, you know? Dustin Colquitt was an easy, achievable, or obtainable person when the Super Bowl was going. During the Pro Bowl, Marcole Hartman was an easy one to obtain. But you also have NFL 100 players that you can unlock. I have them unlocked. I thought about boosting my special teams up to a 90, but the times that you have to kick is really in like a head-to-head match. And yeah. Kicking is easy in this game. It's just a little swipe up. And, you know, they're pretty good on their own. So boosting a special team, I would say getting them past gold is probably all you need to do. And if you get one, you unlock one, you use it. But as you can see, I really just needed to boost my offense. I'm going to go back to the front office here. As you can see with technology, the more you go through it, I think I left off on overdrives. I showed you about the captain's patches. Let me go to the coach's whistles. If I go to my team and I go to my coach, the coach's whistles are what's used to level up your coaches. Right now I'm using Pete Carroll because he kind of looks like Ted Danson, but not only that, but I've been having a lot more success with Pete a little bit. The top smash mouth guy, the last guy to unlock was Doug Marone. Dougie Fresh over here has minor shoot the gaps. He's got some strategy stuff that I think will work against that last coach or the third coach for the verticals. Depending on how you play the game, as you can see, he's got some West Coast stuff up here where he increased man coverage. He increases tackle. He increases more man coverage. He increases more tackle. That's with the major East Coast and East Coast. But the strategy's called West Coast. Weird. And then he's got the pass, touchdown, tax for 30 seconds. Now that I see this is only for 30 seconds, I know why Dougie wasn't like a really, really good one. Because these 30-second tax things, I want a permanent tax. Like, I had one strategy, and this is really weird because if you go with Bill O'Brien is the Smash Mouth coach that you want to use against another Smash Mouth type of guy, but you don't really know what anybody's going to use ahead of time. So if you notice, like, if you're playing a lot and you're running into a lot of Smash Mouth players and you want to stump them, you need to use this guy because he has the rush attempt tax. His rush attempt tax is players earn 8 points each time their opponent attempts a rush. Meaning, if you're up against somebody who likes, if you know, you'll see this little thing every once in a while after a play is done. It drops down if a person made first down or ran a touchdown in, and you notice they're getting points, and you're like, okay, how are they doing it? Maybe they're doing it by the run game. If you hit no passing, and well, no passing won't go back to rush attempt tax. Next is going to be increase QB spy. If you do the rush attempt tax, it's going to force them to throw the ball. And with that, you want to start hitting the top buttons like increase your underneath to adjust your defense to increase underneath coverage. That way you can get underneath those plays. But if there are verticals, you don't really want to use increase underneath unless you know for some reason they're using short plays. So the West Coast strategy, and you know they're using like a West Coast like captain and coach, you're going to want to use increase underneath. Major and minor hot pursuit is one where you can run a zone type of blitz because your safety, your middle linebacker, and your linebacker are going to have +2 play recognition. That means they're going to swat the ball. They're going to get underneath it. They're going to, they're really going to be on their person, almost similar to man-to-man coverage. Their tackles are going to be 2 points harder. Their pursuit is going to be +4, as you've seen, like even with the other major thing that the verticals coach had, it was +4. So your guys will be right on them. So this is a good coach to go against the other one to a certain extent. Because if you're using your offensive tactics, which is minor lead the way, your run blocking will get increased and your offensive tackle run blocking will get increased as well. So that means you will be able to do like not like running it up the middle, but running it off to the side like I can't think of the two plays that I use all the time, but I like not the strong pitch, but like the ones where you just kind of like run it off to the side and just go up. Those are the best ones to use when doing minor lead the ways. If you need to get into the end zone, once again, you guys will have some good run blocking. The rush attempt bonus, it is for 1 whole minute. It's for you and you only. Your rush attempts are going to be worth 15 more points during an overdrive match, which is one of my favorite things is when I run and I get rewarded for running. This is good. But just know if they know that you're getting first downs, they're going to start hitting those little buttons to use their coach tactics to kind of like hinder your ability to earn points. Major lead the way. Once again, you're going to be running that thing straight to the end zone depending on who you got. If it's a play with Jim Brown, I'm there 70% of the time. But pick your coaches wisely. Like a lot of people are saying like, oh, I like using the West Coast strategy. I was looking on forums online. It's some other stuff in here that I'm not covering because I really just went over my favorite stuff. But if you want to play the game, learn how you like to play. If you like to run, check out West Coast. Check out spread. Maybe you like that fast action pitch off and, I fooled you. Maybe you like, doing short passes and heavy runs. A lot of people can do that with West Coast. World champion Kansas City Chiefs. World champion Kansas City Chiefs. Thank you. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chief. And thank you for all the great championship run seasons. Thank you. Here is an exclusive nameplate and logo. Stay tuned for your next field pass coming soon. Game just gave me something. Oh, it's resetting for the day, I think. Let's talk about the Valentine's Day stuff. I ain't doing it. I don't want nothing for Valentine's Day from this in specific. So, daily goals have reset. I have to complete 5 daily goals, but that means 3 Madden Today events, 3 Master Series events. As you can see, I'm doing Master Series. Claim a bonus pack from the store. If I go to the store right now, they give you freebies. You can unlock some free stamina, 100 points worth of stamina. This is one of those stamina-based games. As you can see, I'm at 303 over 500. That's my lightning up top. The premium is this. This is the Madden bonus pack that they're talking about all the way at the end of premium. You hit claim. Booyah. I'm going to skip it. I got some training points, just 5. I'd usually open these things when I'm really just trying to complete my daily tasks. I'm going to save my 100 stamina because I like it. I check the seasonal stuff. Like right now it's championship run. Usually it would give you like 200 extra points per day. Back when NFL 100 was a thing, when it wasn't permanent. I think they had something going along there with this where you can claim something daily for it. That was back when Field of Freeze was the seasonal thing, and this was like a sub thing. As you can see, it went from 12 to 11. I hit claim. I mostly do this for the 15 energy. As you can see, I got my boost for additional experience, and of course the seasonal 20 points that gets added for the championship run. I'm not going to go through all of my daily tasks right now. I'm just more so still explaining the game. We'll go back to solo. We covered the season. We covered Master Series. Madden Today. Once again, it brings you back to that North American map. This is where you do your dailies. I do 3 of these. I get some points. If you go to sets, you'll see typically what is what. When I first started playing, flashbacks was my go-to because this was the easiest thing for me to get some good players. It was a lot more of these guys back then where you go in and you unlock these elite players. Remember, you don't really start off with too many elite players, but that's the next step up from gold. If you look at this Legends tab underneath, you go from silver to gold to elite. Building an elite team was pretty easy. I started this game like literally around Thanksgiving, and now I'm like full diamond and I'm building my team from there. But I did it using these guys at flashbacks. Now how flashbacks works is they don't do it as often now, but on the map you will see this little flashback logo comes up. You do the play once and you keep doing these play. It's going to be the same play over and over and over, but it's worth it in the end because what you get, let me go down to it, is these little flashback badges. You collect 5 of those, you do the math, you hit redeem, you get a flashback banner. You collect 3 of those, you get the flashback trophy. Now, the flashback trophy is important because you can put that flashback trophy in place of a flashback banner that is specific for a person. Now, collecting all the flashback banners is dumb to me. It would be easier to just unlock everybody, but you'll never get anywhere. What I'm telling you right now is the fastest way to get the specific player you want. As you can see, Tyron Smith. I think I unlocked him last night and I sold him. I sold Tyron Smith. I did. But that's because my offensive tackle, the one that's an elite, if we compare him to him, oh no, they're not going to do it. But yeah, you can see his stats when you touch him over, in his first thing. His speed is only 70. His strength is 95. His agility is 74. His awareness is like 87. And if I go to my team and I look at the guy that I have in the spot that he would be in, which is Joe Thomas. 72 speed, strength 87, his pass blocking, his run blocking. That's what's most important in this position. That pass blocking I don't want to suffer for that pass blocking. That's why I sold him last night. I chose to keep an elite over a diamond player. And it didn't even boost me up to a 92 for my offense when I did it. It took me to get Derrick Henry, who I traded the guy in for, in order to get me a 92 status because he was faster than Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson can get to 94 if I do the evolution thing with Bo Jackson. So I didn't sell Bo Jackson. I just put him on top of his evolution thing. So when I get 1,000 more Madden gems, I will be able to get me a better Bo Jackson. Now, what's the fastest way to get Madden gems? I would say do your dailies. Because every day you get an additional 100 Madden gems. The other quick way to do it is through the Master Series. I've seen it plenty of time as I've gone through this thing. I'm going to answer another question. That I've actually gotten Madden gems. Who won Super Bowl 50? Panthers or Broncos? Ooh. I think that was when they had Colin Kaepernick. Yep. I don't remember Super Bowl 50. I've been getting these wrong all day. I know some of y'all are probably like, dude, you're stupid. I got 25 series keys and 4 more keys. That's literally doing 1, 2, 3, 4 tasks. I can get those done. That's an overdrive and 2 little drills. I'm going to be able to get this done quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I'll be able to go to stage 9. So let me get out of that. Your player profile, like they said, I just earned something. I could change my logo, which is this Kansas City World Chiefs or World Champion Kansas City thing. I can hit it, and that's what people will see when I'm getting ready to do an overdrive match. But I'm going to edit my logo again and go back to the Ravens because go Ravens, why not? They already gave you like a thing when the Super Bowl was like a thing. You can go with your Facebook logo. I'm not going to go with my Facebook logo. I earned enough points in the championship run to earn that. I earned enough points in the Field of Freeze to earn that. But let's go Ravens. Flashbacks, if you edit your banner, you get all these nice little banners. I can do the Kansas City World Chiefs, but they weren't my team, as you know. Ravens was my team, and they didn't make it. But the only one that was really like purple-ish, I know you can get a team banner, but you got to get that through like the team history. But I think team history has their own banner, and it's like, ugh, it's just a football color. Flashbacks was purple. That's why I like flashbacks. So, kind of goes with my Ravens theme. I'm going to keep it. You can change your team at any time you want. You earn uniforms through certain programs. You got your away uniform and your staying uniform. I did Zero Chill. I forgot what Mutt Heroes was. Field of Freeze. Ravens Official. And then I did do the AFC and the NFC Pro Bowl uniforms. I got those. But I'm going to hit cancel because go Ravens. All right. You can see my stats and stuff here. My overdrive record. My fans. Fans is another point system. It's not actual fans. I'm going to go over overdrive in just a second. Let me finish out. I'm going to go back over there in another moment. Solo. Programs. So that kind of covers it, really. You got in less than 24 hours, championship run will be done. At the same time, in less than 24 hours, the team of the year will be done, and they'll come up with something else for us to do. Because why not? You know, they do holiday stuff. They do seasonal stuff. This is the off season. I have not been playing long, so I don't really know what's next. Maybe there is something in place. When the season is over and you no longer have use of a certain type of badge, go to sets. Go to Madden Core. Go all the way down to the bottom. You get these weird little bags every once in a while. And when you complete them, like this is for the coin bags, I exchange them for the Madden Mint. And boom. I just got me 5,000 coins. I did just buy a player, so I'm hurting for cash. You can earn training points and more stamina, or the energy bag. I'm one more stamina bag or lightning bag away. You can trade these players to get one for these players, and you can trade those players for these players, and you can keep going up, like 75 plus, 85 plus, and eventually get you a 90 plus player. I'm going to get all my guys out of there. I'm not trying to trade everybody. And there's a reason behind not trading everybody. Remove all. But if I had 10 85 plus players, I'll just get a random 90 plus player for Madden Mobile. This is a good way to take your trash people or your less than overall players and use them to get a higher up player at random. You can do that to turn them in and get some coins as well. As you can see, I don't really use this method to earn my coins because coins come, you just got to play the game. Records, when you play a season, you earn seasonal records. The one that I have not done was 75 extra points made, meaning I score a touchdown, I kick a field goal. I score a touchdown, I kick a field. It's like you got to get 75 field goals made in a season, which means you got to really be in there scoring. I haven't really played since my team became like nearly all diamond, but it's pretty easy to do. Playoff wins, I've done like perfect seasons and all of that, so I did that when I was elite, not even when I got to diamond. I did perfect seasons when I got elite. Like, I knew the plays that I'm comfortable with, and I did what I had to do. If you have something you don't use, like the AFC badges, the NFC badges, you can save them for next year. Like the Kansas City Chiefs badge, Super Bowl badge, that's not going to be useful to you in a year. So you can exchange any 20 items to just get one of these. About 20 stamina, 2,000 coins, 40 gems, and or 75 training points. So that's a way to just, earn up on the little stuff in the game, just making the most out of what you got. So nothing in this game really goes to waste. It's like, oh, I got this. What do I do with it now? Like, I got these MVP badges. What am I going to do with those? They might change it next year, and I'll be able to do what I can. Some people who've been playing this game longer can probably chime in and let me know, if we'll be able to keep the stuff or not. But that's pretty much it for Madden Core. Madden Today, like I said, any of those Today events, I'm doing the Centennials tough because I want to get all of those players in the upgradable mode because I love the Centennials. I love those players. I love Joe Montana. I know John Elway. You know what I'm saying? I like Randy Moss, especially when they did that tribute for him at the Super Bowl. I'm yelling like a little kid at the TV, like, oh my God, there goes Larry Fitzgerald and Tom Brady were like standouts. You just knew everybody else was just old. Some of them, I think, are dead, but you had these guys there, they had the tributes to them on the thing, and it was nice. And when you're playing with these characters, like, I upgraded Ed Reed quick, fast, and in a hurry. I upgraded Ed Reed so fast. He's on my team right now. But yeah, this is the easiest to do. You just go in every day. You do your dailies. I do Centennials, like, as soon as I get Energy Boom, I do it. But right now I'm trying to get through the Master Series just to see if I can get Juju. I never really did Juju. Go back to Master Series just to show you what I'm talking about for those who might not know. But the Juju Smith thing, this is what I'm doing, and it requires energy points to go through. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna hit home. I think that's it with programs because the game really doesn't have much going on right now. Competitive. This is where I was talking about overdrive. This is where I was talking about head to head. You got friendly matches. You can play up with, some of your friends. Mine's is Arashi #6. If you guys want to play me, add me as a friend in the game. I'll add anybody. I love playing with anybody that watches. You got your leagues, like people that are in my league. I actually challenged the top guy in my league because I want to take the top spot. I don't think he's gonna play again. A lot of people in my league don't play that much anymore. I might have to switch to a different league, but I didn't block anybody. I don't know if I'm blocked by anybody. I'm not. You can't really talk crap to each other over this. But Arena is like a mini little tournament that you can get into each and every day. You lose once, you start over. You could use your stamina or your energy to keep going in the rounds. These chalkboard things, I don't know what they are yet. These token things, you can actually redeem those in... I'm going to go to it. I could have just hit the shopping cart. Not me. Whoa. Not the shopping cart. Sets. In competitive, that's where it is. You can exchange your Madden or your tokens. You also get scheme badges when you win competitive games or you do your overdrive pack, and you can unlock what would be 1,000 gems. That's a quick way to get 1,000 gems and 20 more tokens by turning in these badges. Otherwise, you could turn the badges in separately. Like I got 5 verticals, and it would give me the option for a 73 or more overall vertical player. If I wanted to rebuild a vertical team from the ground up, I would start by doing something like this. I'm, for the moment, indefinitely a Smash Mouth type of guy until I can probably come up with a good Smash Mouth or I think the next scheme I might try out, since I know verticals is easy because it's like basic Madden doing verticals, I would probably go with West Coast. I really want to see what West Coast is like. I know what spread has to offer, but I think if I can master West Coast, I can master any other portion of the game. As you can see, you get the bronze arena set. If I get 3 bronze badges, I can turn it in for a bronze thing, which gives me a 68 or more overall player, which is a bronze player, I think, 100 stamina, and 7,500 coins. You want to get to Hall of Fame. That's what you want to do. So you keep playing, keep winning. You can get 500 gems, 425 stamina, and 15 head-to-head tokens. That is where you ultimately want to end up. These are badges that you can get. You can trade in your gold to get more elites. You can trade your bronze to get in, more gold, or silvers, and silvers to get gold. It works for you. It's always a way to earn up to the next highest thing. It says I got a chance of a series player. So, reading this, I got a chance to get a head-to-head 80 or more player. And they have a chance to be a head-to-head player. So, I got 50 tokens. I don't really know what I'm doing much with my tokens. Very important. When I got to about level 15 with my captain, these captain patches did not work. I needed one of these red ones. It was a captain patch upgrade. And it costs 15,000 captain patches in order to get one of those. You can convert it back by putting one of those up there, and you'll get, I think, like Yep, you'll get your 15,000 back. Those are hard to come by. I'm so glad it's an even exchange. But you want to get one of those red ones, this is where you come. You come to competitive sets in sets, and you can come here and you can get you one of those red patches. A limited time discount. What is that? You got a chance for an 80 plus overall player, and it has a chance to be a head to head player. So my question is, you save up enough, you save 200. This is why you don't want to spend on 50. You got a chance to get a diamond player, 96 or more. I can tell just by looking at it. It's guaranteed to be 96 overall, and it's going to be a Series 15 head-to-head player. If you just want to hurry up and get some diamond class players, the scheme could more than likely be at random. If you get a defensive player, it doesn't matter. You just want to get you a 96 player. You better pray you get a defense guy. If you want to change your offense or mix up your offense, because I know some people, they don't need like a full set of Smash Mouth players. Some people are good with only getting like half of the Smash Mouth bonuses, and they can switch between, West Coast and Smash Mouth or Verticals and Smash Mouth by picking the different captains that come there. Like, I think one of the Smash Mouth captains for spread, like if I don't have a Lamar Jackson and I want to use Lamar Jackson and replace Tom Brady, I could use those captain patches to up Lamar Jackson to, I think he goes up to like 15 levels. Let me set active. Let me hit upgrade. It's not going to upgrade him, but if I click back, let's see, 82 plus 17. That is a 90 and 9. He will be a 99 Lamar Jackson for spread. That means he's pretty much the maxed out player. You can max out your captain and literally just dominate in this game. So if I wanted to spend all of my points, my captain patches on Lamar Jackson, and the moment I jump into spread, he's already like the max guy. He's going to replace my Tom Brady, which means I can just build my other players as spread players, and I can go to NFL 100 and get those spread players. What happened in my boost? It says I don't have enough for that. Yep, you change your thing, and you don't have, the team power to go with, the scheme you went for. Your power goes down. You see I went down by 100. That's because I changed my captain. I'm going to go back. I'm going to change my captain over. So you want to build a team in secret for the next zone that you're getting ready to switch over. I could go to any one of my, captains, and it'll bring me back to 17. So I'm going to set active. Boom. Doesn't necessarily matter with your coach. Like, you can have... if you want to level up and get your next best coach, you got to use the proper scheme. So you need Lamar Jackson with Ron Rivera, in order to boost up and get the next coach. The team captain, he's going to earn his points automatically to get to the next player that you unlock. So doesn't necessarily matter too much there. Like, I can go back, and as you can see, wait, let me select Ron Rivera. He's like my lowest. Nope, this guy's my lowest. I can go to Bruce Adams. I'm going to set Bruce Adams active. Because he's not a player, I don't lose anything. I'll be using Bruce's playbook with a lot of, his plays that I've unlocked. It doesn't change my scheme. My scheme will still be whatever my team captain is. So the coach tactics, I don't think I would necessarily get to use his coaching tactics. I would still be using... Actually, I think I would. I could check it and just like play a game. I haven't really done it. I usually stick to, Smash Mouth with Smash Mouth. Let's do one real quick. Overdrive. I don't want to use him. I want to use... John Madden. I'm going to set John Madden active. And I think I'll still be using... Let's see what kind of bonuses I get. This will be quick. This will be quick. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is what you came to see. You came to see a game. So I'm up against Used Car Double D. He's using a mismatch as well. His team is stronger than mine. Like, stronger than mine. So let's get this going. I'm going to go for play action. As you know, I like to start off the games with a play action pass. 1, 2, bullet. Mr. Largent. He went out of bounds. He didn't even catch it. What the heck? So, halfback stretch. Jim Brown. Jim Brown downtown. Boom. See, if I were using that one with the shields, I would have been able to get through. Okay. Not going to... Okay, so I do get John Madden stuff. Minor go wide, East Coast. I'm going to use minor East Coast, but I'm not using, like, the West Coast strategy. So, oh, goodness, that was not good. I'm not used to using this coast strategy. So, minor go deep. Minor go deep. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this long pass because I like to get in the middle. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is nasty. This is... I'm used to playing a certain way. Okay, so boom, boom. All right. Tight end over here. Boom. Now I could, like, push this up the middle. I'm going to use minor go wide. I don't really know what the strategy is doing. I don't have time to read the strategy. Going in. Touchdown. Okay. Let's try to see if we can earn some points. We're using the verticals, so I'm going to use long pass. All right. I didn't wait till he was open. Okay, so they're not doing too hot either. So I'm going to go for one of my play actions that I love doing. It gives me 2 options on the receiver. Scoot, 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 scoot. B. Gotcha. Mr. Largent, what is going on? He used the catches. All right. I'm going to use go wide. I'm not going to use go deep. For a go wide strategy, I'm going to try that same play over where I get 2 guys. 1, 2. Tom's not in any trouble. B. Mr. Largent got it. That's 160. All right. Go deep. I probably didn't need to, but I'm going to go for this pass action because I know it's pretty deep. That was almost intercepted. That was a bad throw. Okay. Short passes is what he's forcing me to do. All right. Short pass, short pass, short pass. Got it. Touchdown. Mr. Waller. Waller. Do y'all understand that? That's why I need him on my team. East Coast, I don't really know what that does. I'm going to go for a deep pass, doubles and goes. I'm about to lose this. I didn't use my team strategy. This guy was wide open. But, yeah. You could use the coach of another scheme and try to do a run. I think West Coast and Smash Mouth kind of goes good on an opposite type of bender. I gotta redeem myself. Let me get Pete Carroll. Oh, no. We're not upgrading him. I'm using Pete. Let me show you how this is supposed to... Let me go Hardball. Hardball. Set active. That's my guy. I'm getting carried away. I don't like losing in this game. The last guy was better than me. Let's see if this guy's any better. I got the power. I got the... Ooh, his team is actually a 94 overall. That means he's got more diamond players than I do. But I got the team power because I've probably been using more training points. So that's all that really means is I've used more training points. I'm going to run it. First play. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have enough to truck him. No passing for him. I'm going to use my bullet play. Oh, it almost got intercepted. Okay. Minor Hot Pursuits, I'm going to go for my secondary favorite play. As you can see, I'm going to go right down the middle. Mr. Largent, he got blocked up. Rush attempt bonuses give you a thing. I'm going to get myself some options. Got to make it here on 4th down. As you know, my chalkboard gave me an increase. Boom. I made the 1st down, so I get some sort of points. I'm going to run it in. I'm going to use this blast action play. Boom, boom. He didn't quite make it. That's 1st and goal. 2nd and goal. I'm going to try to blast it up the middle. Let's get me a touchdown. Didn't get through that pile. All right. If all else fails, tell him no passing, and I'm going to run out the side. Mr. Jimmy got me my touchdown. That's what we got. So I'm going to use that play action play. I think this one's going to Waller. Nope, Mr. Sammy Watkins. Mr. Watkins gets it down the field. As you can see, I'm not using the strategies much. I'm going to use power rush. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to do a run play. I'm going to do this halfback stretch. Halfback stretch. Boom. Out. I hit the truck button too late. He's got some stuff on me. So let's do a short pass into the end zone. It's going to be a play action. 1, 2, running back. Got it. Mr. Allen caught it. I'm going to run this in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's all about speed in this as well. Got me a touchdown. Derrick Henry. It was a good trade. Increase underneath. Let's do my captain bonuses real quick. Boom, boom. I'm going for Jim Brown. Got my trucking on. If he touches me, no. You see that? 10 plus yards. That's 1 out of 3. I'm going to go to the other side. Mr. Henry, what can you do for me? Boom, 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 boom. Got it. One more and I get my bonus. All right, I'm going to do a halfback stretch. I'm going to see what Mr. Henry can do. Oh, it's Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown, Mr. Jim Brown. I just need one more. Didn't get to do it. Run. Taking too long. It's the last play of the game. I got stopped. So I lost that one too. You got to notice their overall players. And you know how hard you need to play. You still get points that goes towards the overdrive bonus. The silver pack. I think the highest I usually get is to this 3rd tier red in a season. I see you got 9 days left before I can get up here. I'm going to get here. Usually this is where I end up. And you get the little prize pack for it. So I'll probably have about 800 Madden gems. They really reset you enough. As you can see, that 16,000 is enough to get you a captain's patch if you need one. That's why you want to at least get here. Hall of Fame. They give you everything. Tier 1 for this league is it's pretty decent. It gets you about 1,000 at least. Tier 2 for Elite gets you what you can. It does the same thing as the other things like gold, silver, or bronze, silver, gold, elite, and this would be the diamond class in the overdrives. So that's why I wanted to build my team up to diamond, because if you have diamond players, you should be in the Hall of Fame. And I think that's when you get in like the top rankings after that. But little trial and error as I'm able to focus a little bit better and not so much talk through, because usually when I play this game I'm dead silent. It's like I'll do one of these numbers when I get like a good touchdown or something. But overdrive is that simple. You earn points in the middle of a game. You don't really focus on the points while you play. Just focus on successful plays. Focus on getting your captain's boost or bonus, and you're good to go. That would have earned me 170 points, which I think would have probably got me somewhere close to where my opponent was. If you get for me, it would be the silver one, my overdrive pack, I would have earned a daily bonus, which would have helped me out. Let's see. What on the bottom row have I not covered? The store. It's a store. If you're a pay to win type of person, you're a pay to win type of person. I have no judgment against that. Like I could buy 1,000 of the, or I could spend 1,000 gems on this right here and get me some team of the year badges. Gems is another way that you can earn some stuff. You know, everybody plays their own way. If you got the money to make your team immaculate, do so. I don't pass judgment because all that matters is how I build my team. How you build your team is how you build your team. But I'm telling you the cheapo way to get yourself a good team. Let me go back. I'm gonna play me another one. I'll use Pete Carroll. I've been using him a lot lately because he gives my opponents some disadvantages. I'm gonna go to competitive, go to overdrive. I'm gonna play one with Pete. Who do I get? Bring me my opponent. Carolina Omega. We're even in the overall. I don't know where his players are diamond at, but I got the team power. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to get this closer to me. Shake it off. All right. I'm going to go with a different play action play. Mr. Largent, touchdown, 88 points, right off rip. All right, so, okay, stop celebrating. Increase blitz. I want to increase the blitz. I'm going to run it. I'm going to start getting my little run points early. Boom, boom, boom. Gonna make him say wayo. Wayo. That's one. Okay, they're really celebrating today. I'm going to try to do one of those little rush things. I'm going to do halfback stretch. Oh, shoot. It just, went out for y'all. I'm so sorry. But I didn't succeed on that play. Let me see what's up. Try to get that back up. Shoot. Effing quick time. Nope. I got to keep playing. I'm not losing this one. Oh, no. I'm not successful there either. All right. Let's see. I must have moved the thing. All right. Minor fake out. Mr. Largent. I'm still in the lead. Okay. Player earns for passing yards. He's going to make me run. I'm going to run it because that's the pressure play. Don't touch me. Oh, he pulled me out of bounds. Okay, so passing yards to a wide receiver. I'm going to do my trick play that I kept trying to do last time. One. Oh, no. That guy was on me. I thought I was about to get sacked. All right, run play. I'm going to use force cushion, which is going to allow them to push. Boom. Ugh. I'm not going to get my bonus. This guy is really stopping me from getting my bonus. So I'm going to use a power O. That truck. I got two. All right, let's go around the outside. Come down. Strong toss. Strong tosses usually set you back a few yards. It doesn't necessarily get you over there. I'm going to do something unexpected. I'm going to blast through the... I'm going to do power O. I like going around the outside. From behind. 507. Let's do another power O. Boom. And I got the third one. That's the bonus. That's the win. That's what I wanted to do. 779 points versus 349. I won that overdrive. And I had some technical difficulties. So, through the odds, you see I just earned some fans on that one. Computerized. Nothing serious. Just fans. and your fans is what gets you up to the next level. So I'm like a silver 2. I'm going to go to silver 1 after this. The rewards for silver 1 is not what I want to finish at. Like I said, I at least want to get to tier 3 in the elite, not the gold. I want to get to the elite. I got 9 days to do it. I'll get it done. But this was mostly supposed to be a tutorial to show you how to necessarily like master the game. You focus on a specific series. For me, it would be the Centennials, because I see that that's how I can not only get good players, but I'll be able to upgrade to the next level of players. The auction hall, you seen I just bought me a Darren Waller. I don't have to get rid of Darren Waller for another player that I'm not familiar with. Keenan Allen, I got him through the Pro Bowl. Sammy Watkins, I got him. He's a verticals. So I could switch. Nah, I don't have 2. I used to have 2 because Darren Waller before was a verticals. But now was he a verticals? Yep, he was a verticals. I could have got at least the 2 points in the scheme for verticals. But, LTD Joe Thomas. Wait a minute. Sets. It was Madden Core, I believe. Joe Thomas is upgradable. So I don't have to replace him. I literally bought an offensive tackle yesterday, technically for no reason. I could use, if I get the 2K, I could use this to upgrade my Joe Thomas beyond. He's going to be at 89. And then once he's in overdrive, I could get his player requirements, to upgrade him to a 90, a 92, or whatever it goes up to. So Bo Jackson, who's also a smash mouth, I'm going to need me some Madden gems here, because I can get both of these guys up to diamond class. So I don't need to find necessary replacements for them. I technically did not need to buy Derrick Henry was traded. I traded a bunch of players to upgrade to get to Derrick Henry. And here's how I did it. If you go to sets, he's a part of the Madden Today series for the team of the week. What I ended up doing was I traded a bunch of badges here, and it got me. No, that wasn't how I got him. How did I get Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry. I traded a bunch of players here to get Derrick Henry. Or did I? What? Maybe I did get lucky. I do remember trading. I used a lot of my Team of the Week badges. I don't really do Team of the Week events when it comes on the daily. Right now, Phenoms is the number one thing for today. You got some Madden coin or Madden Mint. This does not get you a lot. It just gets you a few more coins. Like it says, 300. I'm not pressing for gold or Madden coins. If I do that, it's just to spend as little as possible to earn the daily reward. I would probably spend the most here. I'm going to do one real quick, and then I'm going to go auto. You seen the little button that said auto next to it? It allows you to just earn your stuff a lot quicker. So it said something about winning the fourth quarter. I'm going to go with my usual suspect plays. This is how you practice. 1, 2, bam, Largent. All the way to the end zone. This is too easy. They're off of gold status players while I'm using diamond status players. I'm going to kick it. Get my extra point. I could have done the 2-point conversion, but I don't gamble with this type of stuff. I'll do a gamble in head to head. I'll kick it all the way down the field because that's how I like to kick it. Take a knee. Ooh, he dropped it. All right. Defensive plays. This is where you get to use your defense. I like using blitzes, and I'm going to go for a fast blitz here. Get me Mr. Thomas III, and force him to throw it away. Now that I pick Mr. Thomas, I'm going to pick a play where he's not blitzing. I'm going to come from the deep to the line. This would definitely be offsides. Oh, somebody else got him. So the blitz got to him. I was a distraction. If he was running a route that could come inwards, like the one that I do in verticals, he would have been able to get that middle zone that's not covered by this guy anymore. So I'm going to go to another play. If he tries to run it to one side, he's going to get hit. They're in I formation. And, I missed him. Overshot him. Oh, he didn't even catch it. I got lucky. Like I said, they're playing terrible when it's just like computer stuff. I'm going to run that play again. This time I won't miss their quarterback. And hey. First and goal, turnover. I'm right literally at the line. I'm going to jam it straight up the middle. Sort of. Boom, boom. If only overdrives was this easy. Kick it. I could have ran it. It's just easy. I don't want to give myself the false illusion that the next time I play an overdrive, I could do one of those little quick run plays and get to the end zone and just watch myself get decimated. I'm going to kick it. Boom. Kick it deep. He's not coming out of there. Or he did. All right. You got a hit stick or a hit flick in this game. I think I'm going to... I typically stick with the same plays. I just stick with the same player. Come in. He's coming in for the blitz. Number 10 is who I'm aiming at. Bam. So playing against the computer, this is why I don't do seasons. But they require you to play at least one of these matches in order to get some of your stuff or earn prizes. He didn't even turn to catch it. I would be so upset if that was me playing. Alright. So I'm going to come in with another zone blitz. Guy out of his, zone. Definitely doing, offsides. 3, 2. Oh, you just want to stop the bleeding. I overshot him. And safety. Oh. 4th down. He's literally at the thing. So we're going to come in. Another zone blitz. He ain't running it. Hit him in the end zone. You don't. That's my safety. 2 points. All right. I'm going to catch it. They're booing. It's like, dude, how dare you? How dare you be this great? Oh, I think lost it. All right. I got tackled down. Let me see if I can find quick time. I'm going to win it. This little challenge. All right. There we go. It's my iPad cord. It will charge, but I'm going to run it. Actually, special teams. They got the kneel. I'm going to kneel it. I'm going to be graceful. There we go. Run out the clock. Oh, he called timeout. Really? You call timeout? I'm going to run it. Never throw in these situations. 7 seconds. You know what? Nope. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for the end zone. Let's go, 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 go. You stopped him. Why not? I don't know what she's doing. All right. So, boom. I get some badges. They have the different position players. You got to collect a certain number of the position in order to upgrade the player. Boom, I get 12 of a selected kind. You only get it your first round. Uh, I kind of don't know who to really go after in the Centennials, as I got a plan for my two players on offense. I don't have the Centennials don't have a smash mouth tight end, and I'm gonna keep Waller as long as I possibly can. If they can come up with an upgradable version of him, I'd be happy. That's my guy. He ain't coming off my team. Uh, I could get ready to go for a Peyton Manning. I think he's verticals, or a West Coast guy. I mean, they give you four of each type of quarterback. I can get set up to have my next team going here. Blah, 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 blah. So just to make a decision, I think my defensive players is almost fully gotten. But I'm going to go with defensive backs and special teams because, like I said, I can get the kickers. Why does it sound like it got louder? Okay. From there, I could literally move my automation thing. So automatically, I'll spend 240 energy and I'll be able to claim some more random badges. At this point, I should have enough to get somebody from the Centennials. At this point, I don't know who to get. So I'll reference my team real quick. A center, Joe Thomas is upgradable. If I were to upgrade anybody, it would be a center. And then I'd be like fully ready to go. I got 9 out of 12 players that are Smash Mouth. Mr. Westberg, or Richburg, Weston Richburg. I was going to call him Rich Westberg, but that's not his name. His speed is 68. What you want to look for with these guys is their run block, pass block, footwork, their strength, their block strength. He's like all 80. Centennials, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go to sets. Sorry, I've been yelling this entire time. Looking at the positions in Centennials, there was probably not an up. We got Dwight Stevenson. He's with Spread. No, not Spread West Coast. I'm so sorry. He is a 90 awareness. He's got some good blocking. His strength is decent. But he's not what I was hoping for. But I could get him. I don't need him to be immaculate. Everybody else is like anybody with a 1 over 301. They are somebody who I have not unlocked. All with the exception of Mr. Ronnie Lott. I didn't do Mr. Lott. I'm glad I caught that. I could try to turn these badges in and see if I can get a Ronnie Lott, but I don't want to risk it. Tony Gonzalez. I had Tony Gonzalez, but I didn't upgrade him. I do need a center. I don't need him to be a Smash Mouth center, but Dwight Stevenson is the only center that is good to go. I can convert these. It's a lot of them. I'd be losing out on a lot. So what is his thing? Tight end and offensive line. That's what I would have to aim for when doing those challenges. I was originally going after a running back, like a guy that could replace Bo Jackson, not knowing that Bo was upgradable this entire time. If If I would have known that. So I got a bunch of wide receiver badges and a bunch of running back badges. I want to see how much of both do I have. And that's as easy as going to literally any player. Like Jim Brown, 28 and 50. 50 wide receiver badges and 28 running back badges. Remove all. So I could have, if I wasn't getting a center, I could have gotten me a running back or a wide receiver. Easily. Let's see where the wide receivers at. Let's look at Jerry Rice. Auto add. Boom. And it's like 28 of those. So I got enough to convert for probably about 10 more badges. That will be coming down to here, throwing 20 here, and converting them into only 10 of a selected kind. I'm not going to do it because right now I don't need a Jerry Rice. I got Mr. Largent. That's who I keep passing to. I could very well go to the ones that I do have, like Tom Brady. If I had a 95 overall player of any caliber, boom. There we go. Remove. I know that I have 50 of the wide receiver badges, so I can go to Mr. Largent, and boom. Actually, I only needed 25 of them. If I have a player that's 93, I can go to the auction place and get one. I can go to Flashbacks and get one easily. A 93 overall player. I just did it, like, literally last night, using a bunch of my stamina just doing flashbacks. He's easily upgraded to 94, and I'd have a better wide receiver, meaning he shouldn't be dropping nothing. What is his catch? His catch will be 93 going up from 91. So you have 2 more catching plus all the bonuses and all of that other stuff that will be going on in the game. So I would have him closer to becoming a Centennial overall 100 or 99 player. So I got options here. I could leave all of this on Mr. Largent and just wait until I can hunt down some stuff. I'm going to remove all and just add all the wide receiver badges. That should be like all the way at the end. All the badges that Mr. Largent needs. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, no. I'm just going to auto add and just take off all of these. Defensive back and special teams. I don't think I really needed defensive back and special teams. I'm just going to leave it all because I still got more. So I'll leave that there for when I'm ready to evolve him. I can boost Larry Allen. A tight end, offensive line. I would need a 95 player. He's already 94, and he's still so freaking weak. He's like not my favorite Smash Mouth player, but he's necessary to have. So I'm going to remove all of that. I'm going to get out of here, go home, go back to Centennials. Anytime I get me a 94 player that I can't use or don't want to use, like if I upgrade my Bo Jackson or my other guy, I could take nope, Derrick Henry's not even a 94. Well, if I get somebody who's not at the scheme that I want, I could trade him off and build my team exactly how I want to. Yeah. Or if I get somebody good on defense, I'll be able to do that. So whatever they come up with next, if it's an easy thing for me to do, I'll definitely play the program and possibly get me like a 94. In sets, I don't think I really showed you like championship run. All the way at the bottom, you got these little tasks to complete. Like you said, like I showed you, I got the chalkboard. If you keep going up, I never got my elite key or my diamond key or anything like that. You can get the stadium. Like you can get stadiums. I got Larry Fitzgerald over here. he could probably be used to get me somebody good. If I had 20, 87 or more postseason stars for this thing, I would have been able to get me a 96, which could have possibly helped me get the player I would need for the next upgrade for Mr. Largent. So the next season, whatever it is, if they got me an option where I can get me a 94 or better player, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be playing sun up, sun down, trying to get there. I never get past the gold key because I don't necessarily like buy anything in this game. But that's pretty much how I mastered, you know, Madden Mobile. I think I covered everything. You know, we went up leagues. Leagues is basically the group or clan you join, and you guys, you know, got little championship games you can make against each other. They have like the little bracket tournaments. You got league versus league. My league is very inactive. This is where you can set your defensive strategies for how the computer plays the game for you. I'm not going to go into mine because I don't want anybody to just see, you know, Arashi on there and they just like, oh, I know all of his plays. Let me get him. You just need to set your defense, you need to set your defense to stop my offensive plays. You got settings, you know, it's hide some stuff and all that crap, and I don't really get into it. It doesn't really help you. What does help you is the league store. If anybody in your league is asking for help, help them, because you could take these league points and actually use them to get gems. I could cash in my league points. I got 628 to get 100 gems. I can get 500 whistles for 300 league points. I can get me some stamina if I'm like, it started off at 200, but I kept, you know, buying this stuff. So I guess I would have to, you know, your league levels up. I did buy some of these little clipboards. I don't know what clipboards are for. They're used to upgrade scouting reports. I did not know that. So if you go to front office and you go to scouting, you can upgrade these actual clipboards. But I only see it as the briefcases. Let me see. Yeah, no. Business is where you can also do some more, you know, stuff for if you play, like pay to play. You know, you can unlock the stuff for like season stuff, team of the year. I don't really like buy the stuff, so that's why I didn't really cover this. But scouting, this is where you get your stuff. Let me go to my team. Not sets, my team. Go to boosts. Yep, you can pretty much buy these with like these new slots with like gems if you have the space for it with your team power to add a little booster to your thing. I think I bought this one, the one that says reach level 40 for like 1,000 gems. And I'm not level 40 yet. I got 2 more levels to go. As you can see that meter up top. Once that meter completely fills, you will get some more stamina to play the game. I'm getting ready to do the, what's that called? Master Series. Because I'm really just trying to get Juju and see what that's all about. What I really want to do is get to the end of Master Series. Not just this one, but all of them. I've never really done these, and I just want to be, I feel like this is the real season of the game. Like once you've done all the drills and unlocked all of these nice little players, you have officially, fully, completely, and undisputedly mastered the game. If you guys got any questions, any suggestions, hit me up. You know, if you want to play with me, you know, or against me, you know, add me. I'm down for a challenge. You see how horrible I play. If you know your strategy beats Smash Mouth, hands down, play me. I know what you're using as soon as I see your coach. Catch you guys later.